Welcome to All Things SPVs, a Sally educational series dedicated to simplifying the world of special purpose vehicles. This episode is titled How to Pay Delaware Franchise Tax for LLCs and LPs. This session will walk you through the step-by-step of how to use the Delaware payment system to submit payment and renew your entity for another year. This session is relevant for master entities and regular or traditional Delaware LLCs or LP SPVs. As always, this is not legal advice. Talking to a qualified attorney is always wise. Additionally, this video is all about SPVs and not meant to be relevant to other use cases. All master and regular LLCs and LPs formed in Delaware must pay an annual franchise tax to maintain good standing with the state, and Delaware requires these filings to be submitted electronically. The deadline to file and pay is typically June 1st of each year, and you're going to need your entity name and Delaware file number to complete the process. Side note, series LLCs and LPs do not need to renew annually with Delaware. I'm going to walk you through each step, so let's get started.
In order to pay your annual Delaware franchise fee, you need to use a Delaware online payment system. To find this online system, I go to Google and I enter Delaware Franchise Tax Payment, and I'm looking for the Delaware.gov URL. You can see it here in the top left. I'm looking for the Delaware.gov link right here. Click the link. Now there's a number of third-party groups that will take care of this filing for you for an extra fee, of course. So if you want to do the filing and payment on your own, be careful you don't click on a third-party link. You're looking for this Delaware.gov and a page that looks very similar to this one. Now that we have found the beginning of this payment system, we're going to click this Pay Taxes, File Annual Report button. And it takes us to this file number entry page. Now here you need your entity file number. And to get that number, you can go to multiple places to get it. Well, let me show you two. One is when you fill out paperwork, send it to Delaware and they send it back to you. It'll be stamped, and that stamp will have the file number. You can see it down here in the bottom left corner. This stamp is omnipresent to all Delaware paperwork that is accepted and sent back to you. Another way to find it, you go to Google again, type in Delaware Entity Search. From here, you'll come to this State of Delaware page, put in the entity that you're wondering about, hit search, and it'll come up with the file number right here. Make sure that entity name is correct, and there's your file number. Go ahead and copy that. Now that we have our file number, we're going to enter it here. I'm not returning, I don't have a saved session, so I skip that. And then I try diligently to get this CAPTCHA code correct. Hit continue, and it opens up kind of the receipt or the payment page for my entity. So you can see that the file number is up here. You can see my registered agent information, tax year, and it's giving me the price, the cost. So if you have not paid for multiple years, there may be penalty, maybe interest charges, stuff like that. And then you click this Pay Taxes button. And now we have the payment page. The Delaware Franchise Tax literature talks about filing a report and payment. When dealing with LLCs and LPs, you really just pay. There's not a report, if you will, that you're going to pay. So from here, you have the option of different payment types, ACH, credit card. If you do ACH, you're going to be putting in the name, routing, account number, address through these different boxes and then hitting submit. If you go with credit card, it's the typical credit card form, name, credit card number, address, and you hit submit. After you've submitted payment, it takes you to this page where it'll give you a message, payment received and submitted successfully. A couple other functions here that you can use if needed: display confirmation copy, email confirmation copy, and click this button, the new filing button, if you want to restart a new filing for a new entity. And that is it. You have paid your Delaware franchise tax and you're now renewed for another year.
There's a blog post that mirrors this educational video that includes direct links to key websites so you can follow along and get your master entity or Delaware SPV renewed. This concludes our All Things SPVs session on how to pay Delaware franchise tax for LLCs and LPs. For more All Things SPVs, go to Sally.gov.